Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Black Panther Wakanda Forever Attuma Build-A-Figure Waves Ramita Jr. inspired Black Panther. I've heard a lot of people talk about this figure, I've heard all the praises, and this is a version of Black Panther, or from a story of Black Panther that I really liked, when Black Panther was married to Aurora Monroe, aka Storm, and they're living in Africa, and I really liked that couple. I thought it was a really fun read. I recommend you checking it out. Anyway, the sides of the packaging, one side has the Attuma Build-A-Figure shown, and then the other side has some artwork, not drawn by Ramita Jr., and on the back you get the product shot showing off the accessories in the Build-A-Figure piece, and then there is a purple Black Panther logo on the top, and not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. But first, I gotta give a big thanks to today's sponsor. Factor Meals. You guys have heard me talk about it before, but I'm kind of guilty of eating bad food. I love my junk food, and I'm trying to take it down a notch. And one of the ways to do that is eating Factor Meals. So with Factor Meals, you're getting affordable, delicious, and quick and easy food to make, man. You could throw it in the microwave, or you could bake them in the oven. I personally prefer going the oven route because it's really high quality food, and you're doing it right when you're doing it with the oven. I just gotta say, that's the easier way to go. But if you're in a pinch for time, microwave is good too. They got all kinds of delicious veggies in there. Everything's seasoned really well. I had the salmon. I've had several of them, but I was surprised how fresh the salmon tasted. It was really delicious. I highly recommend it. If you're in a situation like me where you're kind of getting a little on the chubs and you kind of want to take it down a notch, you want affordable, delicious food to help you with that, Factor Meals is the way to go. So use my link in the description below, or go to the Factor website at go.factor75.com and use my promo code POGSPrime60 for 60% off your first box. And here's Black Panther out of the packaging, and I must say, the shills were right. Oh my goodness, this is a very nice Black Panther figure. I have minor complaints, which we'll get into, and there's not too many accessories to look at, so yeah, let's get a closer look at those, and then we'll take a closer look at Black Panther. We get an Attuma Build-A-Figure piece and two sets of hands. I wish we got interchangeable heads with this figure, especially a photoreal tech comic version T'Challa head. That would have been pretty cool, or a different masked head. That would have been cool too. But I do like that the hands have those sculpted lines in there. I do think that looks great. Not on the inside, just on the outside. Same thing with the fisted hands. You can see those lines sculpted in there. So that does look really cool. I like that. So I would have liked to have had a different head sculpt that had the eyes showing, because in Houdin's run, they were very specific about showing the eyes through the mask, but for me personally, I prefer having the silver eye paint like how we have right over here. So getting, two different masked head sculpts and a T'Challa head sculpt, that would have been pretty cool to include with this. But we just have the one head sculpt, and it is sculpted very well. I do feel like it's a little on the large side. I'm not going to say the figure loses points over it, but just to compare to the previous Black Panther head sculpt, you could see the size difference, and I'll do some head swaps later on, so stay tuned for that part. Another minor gripe is that the straps right over here, I wish they were painted dark gray, or this gray color anyway, so that you could have a little bit of variation. It looks like that in the books anyway. Same thing with the belt. The belt is colored gray in the books too, so that would have been nice to have broken things up just a little bit. Again, we're getting the Vulcan body mold. We haven't seen it reused too many times, but I like that they're using it for this figure. We get this brand new cape, which I do dig. Wish they gave us just a little bit of space on the back so you could flip it upward if you wanted to, and it's a very thick cape, so yeah, thinner, more pliable material would have been preferred. There's looking at the back of the figure right there, and it's not painted really at all. There's like no paint applications except for the eyes right there, and you can see that they have the gray stripes, and I do prefer the more grayish blue color that we've seen on the last Black Panther figure, but I do prefer the sculpted lines, and this is comic accurate, to it being based off of those Houdin books. Am I pronouncing that right? But anyway, legs look good, pinless joints are dope, and again, more lines sculpted in there. You have the ninja toes right over there, and peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So I know there's nothing really new with the articulation over here, because we've seen it before, but hey, figured we'd show it off anyway, plus we have the cape and everything. We have the butterfly joints right over here, and I did see Nico Hodge's video of the butterfly joint mod. This isn't terrible for me. That could definitely be better, and I did not try the mod on this figure, but I did try it on my first appearance Spider-Man figure. I've also customized this or repainted it, and I just wanted to let you guys know that mod totally works. Like, it's a good mod. So I may do it to this figure a little bit later on. I'm more likely to, actually. But yeah, you could move the shoulders outward that much, inward, rotate a full 360, bicep swivel, and you get the double jointed elbows, and then wrist turn side to side. They all hinge up and down. I did want to mention that gap right there at the wrist does kind of bother me. It looks a little bit weird. It does crunch forward that much, and yeah, that gap back does look weird. It does crunch back quite a bit, and that front gap does look a little bit weird. You get a waist cut, and the hips move outward that far, kicks forward, back a tiny bit, upper thigh cut, pinless double jointed knees, and then you get the boot rotation, ankles move down, up, and he has beautiful ankle pivot. And to measure out this Black Panther figure, you could see that he is standing at around 6.5 inches tall. Then for a comic Black Panther figure comparison, you could see our new Black Panther compared to the Vintage Collection Black Panther, and then we have the Walmart exclusive Black Panther. I'm still a fan of this blue paint kind of mixed into the black paint right over there. I still think that looks really cool, and I did want to do a head swap with this figure really quick over here just to see how this smaller head might possibly look on this figure. I don't know, I kind of like that head size a little bit more. I don't know, or it might be too small. Yeah, maybe a little bit too small, right? But let's try something else out, because I just wanted to see how this looked without this added cape. And whoa, you have to take it all the way down the waist? I did not know that. Okay, all right. So that's how that works. And I figure maybe, hey, throw this necklace on here just to see how that would look. Maybe get a cape on here, see how that looks. Let's take the necklace off and then put the cape on, actually. Yeah, that looks pretty good too. Yeah, I like that. And I didn't notice that the inside of this had the glossy black. I do like that. But again, very, very stiff cape. This one's all soft and pliable, so I wish we kind of had that going on. And then here's the new Black Panther figure next to the classic Storm figure. And yeah, I know that she didn't have this outfit on, but that outfit, you know, during those books was like a contemporary version of the classic and everything, so I think this is the closest one. But yeah, they look really good side by side. And then here's Black Panther next to the most recent Claw figure that we got from Marvel Legends, and he didn't really look like this in those 2005 books either, but still very fun to have these two fighting each other for some pictures. And then here's Black Panther compared to the figure that he was based off of. We have Vulcan, and again, I thought it was really smart that Hasbro gave us these different glove sculpts, so we're going to be able to see more unique gloves in the future. And then here's the new Black Panther figure next to the only figure from this wave that I've already reviewed. We have Namor, and I will be jumping waves. I currently have 3 different waves of Marvel Legends on hand right now, so yeah, expect some other wave figure reviews and some retro card stuff and other Marvel Legends coming to the channel also. Then here's Black Panther next to your average scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Whoa, Black Panther, you're alive! I thought you died, man. I wasn't going to watch the movie, but hey, now that I know you're going to be in the movie, instead of that fat Mexican guy, I'm totally what? Ah! So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, show some love to the channel by simply clicking that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. Clicking this stuff helps the channel, so I really do appreciate it when you guys do it. And this figure I really like a lot. Yeah, I heard a lot of hype about it and everything, and I didn't expect to have any complaints about it because I saw and heard about so many positive things with this figure, but I do have my complaints. I still have gripes about this figure. I do wish it came with multiple heads. That would be nice, especially, you know, with the photoreal tech, getting an unmasked T'Challa would have been pretty cool to see, comic version, you know what I mean? Some added paint to the figure would have been nice to see as well. I'm a sucker for the blue highlights over black. It reminds me of the comic books, so if we had gotten a little bit of that on this figure, a little bit more paint than just the silver eyes, that would have made me a bit happier. But I still really like the figure a lot. Oh yeah, and more pliable cape too. So yeah, there are things that do bug me a little bit about the figure, but overall I really had a great time with it. I like posing it around, and I do think it looks really good. I'm pretty pleased with this figure, and at the price point of around, I want to say like, what, 25 to 28 bucks? I'm going to give this 2005 Houdin Romita Jr., I don't know what to call it, Black Panther figure, a Sun rating of, I love it! And I'd like to know what you guys think, so be sure to let me know in the comment section below. Is it worth picking up this new Black Panther? Are you fine with your older Black Panther? You know, I don't know. I'd like to know what you say. So leave a comment down below. If you want to see the latest Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on Whatnot. I am hosting a live stream this Thursday selling off or auctioning some figures. Hope to see you over there. If not, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Your face,